Sigh. So, ethics. CMT Level 2 ethics, to be exact. The official rulebook on why analysts must follow ethical rules in reporting. Honestly, Morgs, it sounds like a proper snooze fest. Are we going to put everyone to sleep?
Nah, mate, you've got it all wrong. Forget the textbook title. Think of it as a greatest hits album of financial scandals.
Okay.
This stuff is the reason lads in shiny suits end up with lifetime bans and paying fines bigger than your crypto portfolio.
All right, now you're talking my language. In crypto, the only ethical rule is try not to get rugged.
Right.
So, what's the first commandment in the TradFi Bible?
First up is diligence and reasonable basis. In street terms,
Yeah.
you can't just slap a buy rating on something because you like the color of their logo.
So, my usual strategy of seeing a coin with a rocket emoji and going all in is out then.
For a CMT charter hold, absolutely. You need to have done the work, proper research, solid data,
Right.
a thesis that you can actually defend. It's the difference between being an analyst and being a glorified weatherman pointing at a chart and saying, it might go up.
Got it. So it's about covering your ass with actual work. What's next? What's the one that gets everyone in trouble?
That would be disclosure of conflicts. This is the big one.
Okay.
It basically means you have to admit whose pocket you're in. If a company is paying you, or if your firm is handling their IPO,
Yeah.
you have to shout it from the rooftops. So it's the corporate version of an influencer putting #ad in a post. Exactly, but with much bigger consequences if you don't.
Right.
And it leads us to our first case study from the Hall of Shame, a fella named Jack Grubman.
Sounds like a character from a gangster film.
Might as well have been. He was the top telecom analyst at Solomon Smith Barney during the dot-com bubble.
Wow.
He kept strong buy ratings on companies like WorldCom even as they were circling the drain.
Incredulous. Why on earth would he do that? Was he just thick?
Not thick, just conflicted. His firm was earning hundreds of millions in investment banking fees from WorldCom. A sell rating from their star analyst would have turned off the money tap. He was a salesman in an analyst suit.
Wow.
He got slapped with a $15 million fine and a lifetime ban.
See, the incentives are all wrong. If you're getting a fat check from the people you're supposed to be impartially analyzing,
Exactly.
you're not going to tell the world they're a pile of rubbish, are you?
And that's the crux of it. It's why the regulators stepped in. But let's move on to the next rule, one you'll appreciate: priority of transactions.
Okay.
Simple. Clients eat first.
Meaning you can't pump your own bags.
Spot on. You can't buy a share for yourself, then tell your thousands of clients to pile in, drive the price up, and then dump on them. That's front running, and it's a massive no-no. It falls under the umbrella of the next rule: no market manipulation.
The pump and dump, a crypto classic. So those Telegram groups where 50,000 people coordinate to buy a worthless altcoin at 8 p.m. sharp.
Yep.
That's illegal in your world?
Mate, that's Exhibit A. Spreading fake news to crash a stock, creating fake volume to lure people in. It's all banned. But the rule that ties all this together, I mean the one that's just pure gold,
Yeah.
is misrepresentation.
Don't lie.
It's that simple. Don't say one thing to your clients and the public
Right.
while saying the complete opposite to your mates in an email. Which brings us to the goat of misrepresentation, Henry Blodgett.
This sounds juicy. Spill it.
Right. Picture it. The year 2000, Henry Blodgett is the king of internet analysts at Merrill Lynch. He's on telly every night.
Wow.
The messiah of the dot-com boom. He tells you to buy a stock, it doubles.
A proper guru.
A proper fraud. The regulators got their hands on his internal emails. There were stocks he had strong buy ratings on
Oh no.
that he was privately calling a piece of shit.
Wow, he actually wrote that in a work email. What a rookie.
It gets better. On one stock, go2.com, his official public rating was accumulate. And in an email to his colleagues, he admitted the stock was garbage and that they should downgrade it. But, he wrote, and I quote, "We can't. Not when the CFO is mad at us for not giving them a bone on their last deal." So it was all about keeping the company's management happy to get more banking deals.
It's the same story.
Exactly the same. Another time, an institutional investor emailed him about a stock and asked him, What's so interesting about this company except the banking fees?
And?
His one-word reply, nothing. He got banned for life. Now he's a media CEO, ironically.
You can't make this up. It's just mad to me that this is the same game that plays out on crypto Twitter every single day. A dev team pays an influencer a bag of their worthless tokens to shill it to their followers.
Yep.
The influencer knows it's a dud, but they do it for the cash. Same crime, different playground.
Precisely. And that's why these CMT ethics matter.
Right.
They're a line in the sand. They force a degree of accountability that just doesn't exist in the crypto Wild West yet. After the Blodgett scandal, they forced the big banks to create a so-called Chinese wall to separate the research analysts from the investment bankers who are just trying to win deals.
A war that I'm guessing has a few backdoors.
Always. But it's a start. It means when you pick up an analyst report now, there's a massive block of text disclosing if the bank has a relationship with the company. It's on you to read it and be cynical.
So the moral of the story is, even with all these rules, the analyst is not your mate.
Never. They're serving their own interests or their firms. The rules are there to give you a fighting chance.
Right.
It's about knowing the game you're playing. Read the fine print. Ask yourself, why are they telling me this right now?
Trust but verify. A mantra for TradFi and crypto alike. All right, that was actually class. Less boring than I expected. For everyone listening, if you want to hear more stories like this or share your own, get in the Big Short Club chat group. The link's right down below. Hop in and have a laugh with us.
Please do. I want to hear about the most dodgy financial advice you've ever been given. I reckon that we could do a whole series on it.
Easy. All right, cheers for that, Morgs. Let's leave everyone with something to chew on.
Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. With the rise of AI that can write research reports in seconds and social media where anyone can be an analyst, are these professional codes of ethics becoming more important than ever? Or are they just becoming impossible to enforce?